All right, we have a Ruben's Titanium Tools Rone to talk about today. As you saw by the thumbnail, this is the knife you didn't even know existed. Probably. Because I didn't know it existed. And I know several other people didn't know it existed. And because there's only this is number 179. And from best guess, talking to several people, there's less than 200 of these out there in the wild. And there's really no information about the maker or the company or anything. There's an Instagram page which has very little details other than the books are closed. And that's about it. It's crazy. But this is a knife I didn't know that I needed until I got this one in from Mr. Ed. We're just going to zoom right in and talk about this amazing, amazing knife. This is a milling and CNC. What's the word I'm looking for? Just a great example of that. Not the word I'm looking for, but hey, whatever. This is very Grimsmo Norseman-esque. Very flat scales, thin, milling on all sides. The blade is milled out. So this main grind is done with a mill. You can see the lines there. You can feel the lines. Well, I could feel the lines. That is very Grimsmo Norseman. And several other people do that. The North Arms Skaha used to do it that way. Odin Custom is doing it that way now on their CNC knives. Obviously it's Damasteel. I could have done, this knife is pretty awesome. Pretty perfect, maybe. I could have done without the Damasteel because it's pretty obvious it is Damasteel. Titanium lock side, Timascus clip, Timascus backspacer, and show side. Mr. Ed won this in an auction. I don't even want to know. I didn't ask how much because, that's nuts. It is milled out for lightweight and weight savings on both the show side and the lock side. It's kind of hard to see in there because it is such a thin knife, but up above the lock bar, there's a big pocket up in this area, and there are several pockets along the show side. This thing runs on bearings and is just fantastic. It feels amazing in the hand. This is really more of a knife that, you're not going to really hard use this knife. One other thing is it does really stick out of your pocket quite a bit. Not uncomfortably so. It works well in the pocket. The pocket clip works. I'm not big into it needs to be deep carry because nobody's going to know I have a knife. Okay, get over yourselves. They're going to know you have a knife. But I do like it to carry a little bit deeper if I had my preference. Other than that, though, those are my two sort of negatives, is the pocket clip could be deeper and it doesn't need to say Damasteel on the side. Now, he made these in just plain Jane configurations with CPM 154, just standard tumbled titanium. They're just anodized titanium. There's a lot of variations out there in the 179 before this one. And there's some other full dress ones as well. So they made a lot of different options. And if you go on their Instagram, they have a bunch of examples. All right, let's talk about the specs just really quick because why not? 5 1/8 closed, 8.5 overall. 3.3 inch blade with a 3.2 inch cutting edge. A little thick behind the edge at 0.027. Blade thickness is 0.123. Overall thickness is 0.391. Runs on bearings, as I mentioned. Weighs in at 5.2 ounces. So you'd guessed it. It is just a little bit heavier than your standard D-cell battery. This thing is just so cool. It's really a knife I didn't know I needed until Mr. Ed sent this in. If you saw the unboxing, I opened up the box and pulled this out. There was several other things that I did know what they were. This one I didn't know what it was. I stumbled around. I was like, I don't even know what it is. Alex from the EDC Hour, my co-host over there, he has wanted one of these for a very long time. So it just goes to show that you can't know everything about knives, right? I've been collecting for many, many years. I've had my channel for over 3 years and I've done a video every single day. So that's what? It's like 1,600 videos up right now, something like that. 1,800 videos I have. And some are not all just different knives. That's not 1,700 knives. That's just videos, because I've done some comparison videos. I've done some watches, things like that. So that was the VC Edge interface prior. This is the Red Horse Knife Works Hellraiser that happens to be in Damasteel also. A little bit different pattern, but similar, actually, now that I'm looking at it a little bit closer. Let me zoom out just a hair. So very similar in patterns, actually. So both very cool knives, both just awesome. So yeah, until I had this in hand, and the more I carried it around and handled it here at the house, the more I enjoy this. It's fun. It's fidgety. The quality is impeccable. The milling, the machining is just great. If you like this blade shape, this may not be for everybody. I showed my girlfriend the other night, and she goes, yeah, I don't like those. It looks like somebody cut the end off of the knife. I gave her that. I actually gave her credit because she goes, yeah, I don't like your Peacemaker either, because that has the front cut off. So I was pretty impressed that she knew what the Peacemaker was and that she could name that one. As the Phil Harvey Peacemaker is in the drawer behind me, so I don't have it to grab. But yeah, I was kind of impressed. That was a good one, dear. Thanks. So she does actually listen once in a while. Interesting. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. If you know anything more about these, please leave a comment. If you have one, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Because this is somebody that is underrated, I think, because this is awesome. Absolutely awesome. And books are closed. I don't think he's making right now at all. So I don't know if there'll be more or if there won't be. But if you know anything, please comment down below and have a fantastic day. And Ed, thank you very, very much.